Hello, friends! In this video, let me walk you through the core logic behind converting a fractional number into its binary form. We'll focus purely on how the logic works step by step, so by the end of this video, you'll clearly understand what's actually happening behind the scenes. Alright, look at the screen. You're seeing a short C program, but forget about the C syntax for a moment. Let's focus on the logic itself. So here's the big question. How do we convert a fraction like 0.5 or 0.75 into binary? The trick is something called the multiply by 2 method. Let me explain it in the simplest way possible. Whenever you have a fractional number between 0 and 1, you multiply that number by 2. After multiplying, one of two things will happen. Either the result will be 1 or greater, or it will stay below 1. Now, here's the rule. If the result is 1 or more, you write down a 1 as the next binary digit, and then you subtract 1 from the number to keep only the fractional part for the next step. But if the result is less than 1, you simply write down a 0 and move on with the same number. You keep repeating this process. Multiply by 2, check, write 1 or 0, and continue. Let me give you a quick example to make it crystal clear. Suppose the user enters 0.625. In the first step, we multiply 0.625 by 2, which gives us 1.25. Since it's greater than 1, we write 1 and subtract 1, leaving us with 0.25. Next, we multiply 0.25 by 2, which gives 0.5. That's less than 1, so we write 0 and keep 0.5 as it is. Then we multiply 0.5 by 2, which gives exactly 1, so we write 1 and subtract 1, leaving 0. So the binary representation of 0.625 becomes 0.101. Pretty cool, right? Now look at the loop in the program. It's doing exactly this, but automatically 10 times in a row. Why 10? Because fractional binary numbers can sometimes go on forever, so we limit the output to 10 bits. This gives us a good level of accuracy without the program running endlessly. Each time the loop runs, it multiplies the number by 2, checks the condition, prints either 1 or 0, and adjusts the number for the next round. That's the whole magic. And here's something important to remember. Not every fraction has a clean binary ending. Some fractions, like 0.1 in decimal, actually repeat forever in binary. That's why limiting to 10 bits gives us an approximate but practical answer.
So to sum it up, the logic is simple. Multiply by 2, check if it crossed 1, write 1 or 0, subtract if needed, and repeat. That's how computers internally convert fractions into binary. That's the full logic behind this program, friends. If this cleared things up for you, hit that like button, share it with your coding buddies, and subscribe to Webronaq for more easy-to-understand programming tutorials. See you in the next one.